Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rush Racing Division 2, Round 13, as Azerbaijan, as we like to call Baku and the streets of hell. I will put it that way. This is a track which hashtag hates Rush, without a doubt. But we have seen Division 1 get off to a good start. Will Division 2 be able to do the same? We'll still have to wait and see. Obviously, weather conditions still unknown at the moment, so going to be very interesting to see. But thank you very much for everyone joining in. I'm your host and commentator, SJ, and I'm joined by the man that probably is doing this with me quite a lot now, Muzz. Good evening.
Hello, and I'm excited for today's race. It'll be interesting to see with a full grid who's going to be able to keep it out of the wall.
Yes, who is going to be able to keep it out of the wall? That is going to be the biggest question that we're asking everyone. Is Castle going to cause an absolute heroic carnage of 4 or 5 cars that pile up in there? Hopefully that's not the case. And hopefully we are going to see some fantastic racing. As we did see some fantastic racing last night between Fat Cat Campbell and Aiden as well. And a few others as well. Obviously battles going on, which is really, really good. First of all, before we get into the paddock, give me a bit of an... What do you think of this track? Do you like this track? Does this track give you nightmares? How do you feel?
Yeah, well, I actually enjoyed this track myself personally. I sort of interested to see how I can go tomorrow, but that's not about me. But yeah, it's just about being able to keep it out of the wall. If you can stay in the race, you've got a good chance of scoring some good points, because we saw in Div 1 last night there was a lot of crashes, a lot of DNFs. So you can, just by finishing the race, and even if you're like 1 or 2 laps down, you still could be scoring points. So, but I like it. I think I've got good pace around here, but it's just the question of, can you stay in the race?
Yeah, that is the number one question. Can you stay in the race? And we'll see if you've got good pace around here when you take on myself tomorrow night. Hopefully, I have got no PTSD from Emma, because that hurt me a lot. Anyway, enough about us, glazing us. Let's go through the grid who we've got on track tonight, and then I'll take it away for you to take it on for a flyer. So first up, we have Angus in the McLaren, Gangster, the TP of Haas. Then we've got Toast, the man leading the championship, but only by 4 points. That is the margins at the moment between him and the other nemesis, which I will go on later on through the grid order. We then got TDR Winter. We then got Zombie, the 2 Mercedes guys, really wanting to cause some problems, doing a fantastic job in the overalls as well, and really racking up those points. We then got Echo in the Williams. We know what he can do. We know what he's capable of. Symphonic has had some really good few weeks in the VCAL. They're really starting to get some good points, especially last night. Very, very good points for them last night. We've seen the debutant of Uzi. He's in Division 2. It looks like he's just forgot how to race Baku, going off in the runoff area. Yeah, so he's making his first debut for the Red Bull guys tonight, repping that white bull livery, as we call it. And then we've got the man that is pushing Toast all the way, who is 4 points behind him at the moment, Lamb. We saw him last night put the car into the wall. Will he do the same tonight? He cannot afford to do the same as he did last night. He has to win or finish this race to keep them championship alive on his nemesis and rival of Toast. Then we've got Daniel Rocks, who does have a penalty going into this race, a 3-second to serve in the feature. Then we've got TTV Mertz. Finally, this man is finally on track. It's been a long, long time, and it's good to see him on track. He's in the McLaren tonight, helping out D White, the TP of McLaren. Ex-Kaz, known as Kazuto, he's in the VCAB. We've seen some very, very impressive performances. He's really up there now, and he's really started to get his mojo in Division 2. Then we got Vettel in the Alpine. He is doing his best. He is doing what he can, and Ricciardo is unfortunately out of qualifying and has put it into the wall, into turn 1, so he is not going to be second a lap. That's unfortunate for him, but as we were saying with Vettel, he is trying to help Toast as much as he can, and getting those little points can be the extra cause of winning the overalls as well. Gods of Other Sons is reserving tonight for Ferrari, replacing Controller that couldn't make it. We did see Controller last night. Unfortunately, did not finish the race. 2 Ferraris did have those 2 DNFs. We then got RJ. Really, really good to see him. He's in the Red Bull tonight. Really, really good to see. Obviously, no Div 2 Red Bull drivers tonight, so a completely brand new lineup there. Then you got Karubi in the Williams. Unfortunately, Suts just pulling out right at the last minute. So Karubi jumping into that Williams tonight, which will be interesting to see. Sick Party, he's been in real good form the last few weeks as well, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do. Will he get another podium? That's going to be the question. Ricardo, unfortunately, out. Aben, will he be able to start putting some consistency in? It's been Ricardo that is the man that we've been looking at. Aben, we know is fast. We know what he can do. Is it going to be this week that we could see a problem from him? And then we've got Zach Hughes in the Haas. I'm going to jump on board with Vettel, and over to you, Muzz.
All right, here we go. Down the long straight, just through turn 1 now with Vettel. He's in the Alpine. He's fighting for the overall championship. Through turn 2 now, nice and tidy through there. You don't want to drift a little bit wide in any of those corners because that can put you into the wall and end your lap, but also your qualifying session as well. So hopefully he can keep it out of the wall using all of the track available without hitting the wall there through turn 3. Also through turn 4, pretty nicely done from Vettel so far. Using all the track on the entry. That curb can be a little bit of a killer, but he misses that curb there through turn 5. Here we go into the tight section, which is just about to go into Castle now. He's leaving a lot of ERS up for grabs down the big long back straight. He's done pretty nicely through there over the curb, just like you want to be. Now make sure you keep your foot flat to the floor through here and then pick your braking zone nicely. It's a bit of a tricky braking zone because it's slightly downhill and then it can drift you a little bit wide. That curb can send you off into the wall as well. He's done pretty nicely through here now. Just one more. Yep, there we go. He's done that pretty well. Now just the flat out section, shouldn't be lifting through here. And then using all he's got left in the tank. He's got a bit of a slipstream from the McLaren as well ahead, so this could be a pretty decent lap from Vettel. Is using all his ERS. He's got DRS now. He's used every single bit of his ERS, and where's it going to put him? P6 with a 1:38.9. So that is a pretty good lap for Vettel, SJ.
Yeah, really good lap for the Alpine driver, and looks like they may have been practicing this, like P6 and P1 at the moment, so really good points for them. Still got Angus, Zombie and Echo still to sit times at the moment. Toast has set a P1 with 38.2222, Kaz with 38.288, and then Ryan Adair with 38.329. So at the moment there is hardly anything in it between the top 3. 1/10 between third and first, 0.066 between second and first. And then we've got Symphonic and RJ 4.5 temps and 6.5 temps. So we're definitely going to see them times change up a little bit. I'm going to jump on board with Echo in a second. What do you think is the main concern for this track, Maz?
It's just keeping it out of the wall and making sure you hold onto those tires and make sure you use your ERS sustainably, because if you have no ERS down that big long back straight there, you can be up for grabs for any drivers coming up behind, because if you don't have ERS, you don't have as much straight line speed, which means that the people will overtake you. And because the DRS zone isn't actually as long as you think it is, it's just all slipstream and ERS up until about the halfway point where you do pick up ERS. So it's just ERS management and keeping out of the walls is the two big for me, SJ.
Well, we'll talk a bit about that later on. Just jumping on board with Echo now, about to start. Down on P19, has not set a time. Now he starts burning that ERS down into turn 1. You want to try and hit that curb on the left-hand side and onto the right, not pushing over too far to the right. As you can see, that Qatar Airways does pick out a little bit. Then coming down into turn 2, getting onto the DRS and on a little bit onto the ERS as well, burning up as much as he can. You don't want to overshoot it though, because it's very easy to go off into the run-up area. We did see Uzi do it earlier on in just warming up those tyres. Really need to be careful, and we'll probably see that in the race. If these guys have got too much overspeed, they will end up off in the runoff area, and to be honest with you, turning around here is difficult and you lose so much time. So Echo at the moment, purple in sector 2. He's got the really hardest part here in that sector 2. Now he's coming down through the Globant sign all the way down into, I think, turn 6, turn 7. Then he's coming into Castle. You can be cautious into this one, or you can try and go flat out as much as you can. You've got to be very careful of the walls coming out on the inside. Gets onto the curb, getting a good exit onto the right-hand side. Not pushing the car too far over to the right to invalidate, because it's so easy to invalidate here, especially through the castle section. Now coming up to the last part, you really need to slow down early, clip the curb, get a little bit of a balance going into the wall there. Very easy to do, and I've seen a lot of crashes on that corner as well. The guys just forget to turn the car. The carpers will go. Then coming to the left-hand right, basically hold it flat as much as you can without hitting that wall. Then getting onto ERS when the DRS is just about to be enabled. About 3, 2, 1 now, because you need around about that 30% to the line, because now, as you can see, Echo has run out of ERS and he's probably lost a fair bit of time by doing that. Does set a 138.453, but he could have probably done a 138.2, which would have put him P1. So, needs to save that ERS on that last corner. But good start for Echo, and yeah, really good lap there from him. Could be improved. We've still got Zombie on an outlap as well, and we've got Hoosie on a 141.390. Everyone else is on the 40s from P17 to P15, 39s from P14 all the way up to P8, and then it's 38s all the way from P8 to P1. We're going to see a change at the top here, or we're going to see these times improve? What's your thoughts so far?
It'd be interesting to see where Zombie can put himself in. He's got a very good quality pace we've seen so far this season from him, and yeah, I reckon Zombie will be in there then, and then just kind of everyone in that top 5, they'll all improve, and it'll be a battle between those top 5 and Zombie, I reckon. Okay. So Zombie's on a lap now, so we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, take it away. He's just coming into Sector 2 now, so over to you.
Alright, we'll see how much ERS he's going to save for that back straight, because we saw with Vettel and with Echo, they ran out as they got to the line. And Karubi is out. I think he has found a wall. So that's the second person today to have done that. Zombie using all of the track available to him through the castle section now. Out of it, he's just using a bit of ERS out of it, and Toast has improved. 138.1 for Toast now. We'll see what Zombie can do. He's into the final sector right about now. So it's just using all the ERS all the way to the line. And hopefully he still has some and doesn't run out before he gets to the line. And don't drift the car wide there, because you can drift a little bit wide and hit the wall and end whatever session that you're in at the time. He's done pretty good with the ERS. He's got the ERS on now, and he's going to run out just as he crosses the line. What's going to be is P2 for him, a 138.2, so he is right in the thick of it, SJ.
Yeah, very interesting there. A lot of guys running out of ERS deployment right at the end as well, so they've probably got a little bit more time in the tank. We've seen there that Toast is on a 138.149 as well, so there's an improvement there from the man that is leading the championship at the moment. Ryan Adair has now been pipped down to P4, but he's gone to a 37.8! And there you go. So there is room improvement on that track. It starts to warm up, and Lamb is the first one into the 37s. He takes pole position, drops Toast down into P2, drops Zombie down into P3 now, and Kaz into P4, who's got a 5 grid place penalty with his own teammates and TP. Scenes here for Division 2. That is absolute drama there, Muzz. Kaz getting a 5-second grid place penalty with his teammate and team principal. Drama.
Absolute drama. And you can see where they're so close to each other on track, and they both have damage. I think that is, unless that's a visual glitch, but I doubt it is, because I did say for a collision, so they now have front wing damage, so they're going to have to box or change that, because they'll be losing a lot of time through some of those flat out sections. Oh, McLaren's in the wall.
Yeah, McLaren. We've lost the McLaren. So that's in the same area as Ricardo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's what the McLaren of Piastri did in real life as well. So clearly that is a quite unforgiving part of the track. But yeah, we'll see what Toast can do as an answer, because he was the provisional pole holder for majority of this qualifying session so far. Probably only about 1 lap to go for the rest of the field. So What do you think he can do, SJ?
I don't know. I think you're going to see a lot of improvement. I think you might see the three Toast and Zombie into the 37s. Will they be able to do what Lamb's doing? We'll have to wait and see. As Winter's coming into the pits, it doesn't look like anyone is on a lap at the moment. Sick Buddy's going very slow as well, so that looks like it's job done. Hoosie is on an out lap. He's in sector 1 at the moment. We've got Gods of Over Sons. He's in the pit, so Hoosie is the only car out at the moment. If you are tuning in with us, 3 minutes to go in Q1. This is a short qualifying session. We've got Ryan Adair taking pole at the moment with a 37.836. No one else has put it into the 37s at the moment. We'll have to wait and see if anyone else can do that. We've still got Toast Zombie at the top 3. Still to go out, and it looks like they will be going up very, very soon. We've got Zach User, who is don't know if he's not on a lap. This fuel's running low, so he's going to have to get around as quick as possible. We've got Husey coming through the castle, up through the castle. Yeah, he's just come through. He's on an out lap at the moment, so still a lot of guys still to set times. I don't know, we're going to see any improvement here. This track is going to be very, very packed out with 2.5 minutes to go. These guys are going to have to start getting out. There you go. Zombie is just about to exit the garage. Right there. Will he even bother going out? This will be an interesting one. He's done a 37.836. Now, that is only 3 attempts between him and Toast. So does he feel confident that will be the time that takes pole position? Russ?
Yeah, I'd be feeling pretty confident with that myself, but obviously I can't even put it anywhere near that. But he has gone out, so he is going to go set another lap. But he might just call it early if he doesn't notice any improvement. But I was just looking at the P2 to P12. That's 11 cars all in the 138. So improving by 1 or 2 tenths could jump you up about three spots. So it'd be interesting to see what the final grid looks like, because dropping down 3 or 4 spots for some drivers is not ideal, especially an unforgiving track like this.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be interesting to see if we are going to see any improvements here. As Hoosie is on a fly at the moment, does set a 141.390 off the pace at the moment compared to Karubi, as we can see there. So we'll have to wait and see if we can see any improvement. I reckon we will. Let's have a look going down into Sector 1 with the DRS. We've only got a minute to go, so qualifying will be finishing very, very soon. Gets a little bit late on the brakes there. Over to the right-hand side, keeping it nice and clean. Are we going to see an improvement in Sector 1? Looking very nervous going into some of these corners as well in that Sector 1 area. Let's have a look. There's an improvement, not by much, only a 10.5, so that will put him to a 41.1, so he's still got a lot of time to shave. He's got that all wrong coming out of Sector 2 there, and then coming into the castle. Very, very nervous coming into this lap, as we're seeing here at the moment. Very, very good job done there up in the castle. And then getting up to, we've got through castle and near close to the wall there. A little bit on the ERS, very close on the left-hand side, but coming around into the final corner, into the back to start Sector 3, 49%. Still got quite a fair bit of ERS though, but he is 1.3 up, so we are seeing improvement here. So that is looking at 140. So we could see Hoosie jump up the ranks. Let's have a look. He's going to have to give closing out. He's going to have a nice little well, he might get a bit of a toe. 8%, 10 seconds to go in quali. Get onto the DRS now. Now he's burning all the battery. Is he going to get deployment used? Yes, he is. And he puts it into the 39s. Goes to P15 with 39.802. So an improvement there from Hoosie. Who else have we got coming down the main straight? We've got the Haas of Zach User that's just basically finished up. We've got the other Haas of Gangster. No, we don't. I'm trying to work out who we've got. No, Zach User's done. Who else have we got? We've got
Zombie down.
Zombie's out. Zombie is going to stay P3. He's had a spin. Thank you very much for that, Muzz. That is an error where he's made a big mistake there, and it looked like he was probably on a very, very good time. We've then got Winter that's behind him. He's invalidated. Winter's going to stay P6 as well. So Mercedes have got this all wrong in the short qualifying here at Baku. Who have we got coming behind them? It looks like it is an Alpine of Toast. Is the man going to be able to pit Lamb? Let's have a look. He's coming down the main straight now. 12%, a lot more better on the battery. Is it going to make any difference? Let's have a look. Yes, it is. A 137.569. drops down into P2. We've then got a few other guys coming around. I'm trying to keep up at the moment. We've got Ferraris, we've got Astins. We've also got the kick as well. It looks like it's Sick Party. No, it's not. It's Daniel Rocks up in a P11. Who else have we got coming down the main straight? Vettel. What can he do for Alpine? Can he put that up into the top 5? No, top 10. Who else have we got coming down the order as well? It looks like it is RJ. Where's RJ going to go? He goes P8. Who else? I'm trying to keep up. Here we go. We got the Kaz. Kaz is in P5. I think he may be done. He stays there, and that looks like it's job done for qualifying. And Sick Party up to P3. Well, the Mercedes got that all wrong, Naz.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, that's what this track can do for you. And it's kind of hard to improve over the course of qualifying, and actually, like you kind of get a little bit nervous, like we saw with Hughesy's lap, and you just feel desperate that you need to improve, and clearly just taking a little bit too far, both of the Mercedes, but good qualifying nevertheless.
Oh, great qualifying. Absolutely fantastic. Only 2 guys in the 37s. Toast, Ryan Adair, and Sick Paddy are your top 3. Then Zombie, Kaz, Echo, Symphonic, Winter, RJ, Zax, Gangster, Angus, Vettel, Daniel Rocks, Abin, Husey, Mertz, God of Other Sons, Groovy, and Ricardo. Your top 20. God, I did that fast. I thought I was going to run out of time. Muzz, here we go. Here comes the drama. Will Mercedes make the same mistakes they did in quali in the race? That's going to be the question. I'm going to let you take this away. But first, before I let you take it away, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Get amongst it. Ask us questions, Q&As. Do whatever you need to do. Get amongst it and enjoy the stream tonight. Muzz, take it away.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. A lot of drivers probably going to try and take it cautious because no chance of cutting turn 1. There's a wall there, and a wall waiting for you on the exit as well. So we'll see who's going to take it cautious.
Sorry, my cat's biting my feet. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, no, that's all right. Yeah, and just we'll see for this whole lap because everyone will be so close. Who's going to go side by side into corners where you probably shouldn't? What about the castle? What's going to happen there? This is all stuff we're going to find out in a few seconds' time. And
Yeah.
this is an opportunity for these drivers to change their setups, probably some minor tweaks, and go with their strategy. What do you think on the strategy, SJ?
I think we'll start a lot on mediums, and then they'll probably try and do the one stop on the hards as well.
All right, well, here we go. We've got lights on, and they're off, and they're racing towards turn 1. Looks like Toast got a good start, and Sick Party a little bit caught out. Has everyone got through cleanly? It looks like everyone's gotten through cleanly through the first 2 corners so far. And Toast holding on to the lead. Oh, there's a crash in the background.
Oh, there's a car
slightly,
park.
Just minor damage. Oh, there's a car park. Never mind.
Yep, massive car park. Gods of Other Sons is round. Husey's round. Mertz is round. Oh, it's all drama at the back there. Vettel dropping down into B17. Absolute carnage at the back here. Yellow's going on. It looks like we've got a VSC. And Vettel down into P16. And yeah, not the best of starts there. So everyone going slow. VSC, back to you, Matt.
Yeah, I was just going to say it looked like we got through pretty cleanly, but clearly not. Just the unforgiving part of the track, just coming to blows with all the cars side by side, and cars are just like walls. Sometimes you can't hit them because then they'll bounce off another wall. Winter's gotten a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC that has ended now, and are we seeing any swaps? A little bit further backwards.
Oh my days! The Williams have gone around. Both Williams have gone around. Absolute scenes here. Oh my god!
Completely blocked.
What is going on here? It's like a car park. Oh my days! We've got Aston damage. We've got Williams. What is going on here? Oh my days! No, please don't mention that in the stream. Because if someone sees that, they end up retiring. So hang on, let me just delete that message. Can't be mentioning that in the stream. Carry on, over to you, Muzz.
Yeah. Oh, and that's a hat in the wall. That was Zach's user just basically sending it straight into the wall. I don't really know what happened there. I just saw the end of it. He's put it straight into the wall, but we're under a VSC. So clearly a lot of debris and a lot of damage around the place. And someone has come into pits. That is going to be Winter to serve as drive-through, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, absolute drama here. No, stop it. Otherwise, I'm going to time you out. Don't keep mentioning red flag, please. All right, we've got a lot of drama going on in this race compared to Division 1 last night. We've got drive-throughs for two drivers of Winter and Echo. We've seen a bit of drama. 10 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. What is going on here? We're counting getting a 10 seconds for ignoring flags. It's all going wrong. What is going on here? A lot of guys making mistakes. Echo's called it after lap 2. Oh my days. Not the night for Echo, not the night for the Williams driver there. But yeah, this is absolute drama here. I don't know what's going on here, Muzz, but if you just look at the gap that Aben has to Kaz after that whole car park, 13 seconds. This is insane, and we're only on lap 2.
Yeah, exactly, and that is a very tight section of the track where it's almost hard. It's almost impossible to go side by side even. And then when there's a car spun, that makes it even harder, and that's what happened, and that's why there is that 13-second gap that you can see on the timing tower.
Yeah.
But we do have some racing going on. Ryan Adair is within DRS of Toast slightly, a bit of a gap back to Zombie, and then Sick Party and Symphonica in the DRS of him. So, not really a lot going on with these top 9, but absolute carnage further back.
Yeah, it's been an absolutely bit of a drama race so far. We've then got Angus that's going side by side with Danny Rocks, gets the move done up into P7. This top 8 and top 9 are loving life because they're all close together. The rest of them are going to have to play catch up, so they're going to need a safety car. And you know, as we've seen in Division 1 and what we've seen earlier on, we could see one. We'll have to wait and see what happens as this race does go through the ranks. At the moment, we've got Winter in pits to drive through. Massive lap for Mercedes driver there, and obviously Echo out already on lap 2. Yeah, disappointing to see that. Toast leading the way though. He's dropped Lamb out of the DRS. Well, just about to. Lamb coming around in 9.5 tenths at the moment. Zombie 1.2, and there's Sick Party in that as well, in 8.5 tenths as well. So a lot of drama at the moment going on in this race, and RJ, great start for him. Who's he obviously down there in P18, got caught up in that drama as well with the Astons. It just looked like the two Williams just spun, and then the whole Astons just caused an absolute drama down there just before the castle. So yeah, that has definitely hurt these guys from P10 down because they've got such a battle to push, but can they go for the undercut? These guys on the hards very early on in this race, so they will be on those mediums, but you want to really be pushing these mediums quite far to then get onto those hards, Muzz.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aben is slowly starting to claw some of that back time. Jeez, I cannot speak. He's starting to claw back some of that time to the top 9 because these two are fighting. Danny Rock's is coming into the pits because Kaz got past him before that. So Aben will be up to P9.
Got to be damage.
And yeah,
Daniel Rock's coming to the pits. It's got to be damage.
Yep, he's changing that front wing.
Need to be. I was going to say, we'll change tyres on that 4. Wow. Okay, there we go. Well, we've seen a change at the front now. Your TP out in front in P1, Toast in P2. Zombie, a safety car! Safety car! There we go. What's happened there? Where has that happened?
I think it might have been at the front actually, because Zombie's caught back up into the DRS, but I got no idea where that happened.
I'm trying to work out where that's happened. Is that Zach Hughes? No. Zach Hughes is... A little bit of drama here going on here. We may... Looking at going on, because Zach Hughes was in Oh, who's he's been given a 10-second speeding in the pits? Zach User. Okay, he's out. There's a lot of glitching going on at the moment. I'm just keeping an eye on at the back. I'm seeing a lot of glitching, a lot of... Who's he is still in the pits. Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't know what's going on here. They're ghosting and all sorts. Like, what is going on? Let's keep an eye on this at the moment. We're on lap 4 at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if anyone has a significant amount of damage for why there might have been a safety car. Maybe just dropping their front wing on the racing line, something like that. That can call out a safety car, but I'm not really noticing anyone with major damage or anything like that.
Well,
So,
Ryan's in, Toaster's in, Zombie's in, Sick Party's in, Symphonic's in. Just see what happens here with the pits, because I'm just seeing a bit of a situation here. So Ryan Adair is third. He's just coming out now. I just want to see, because I'm just seeing a lot of glitching going on in that pit lane at the moment. So he's coming round. Oh, right, there we go. Okay, cool. No, that's good. Yep, alright, we'll continue. I just saw a lot of glitching come out of the pits, and I was thinking, oh, is that because of the cars can't see, or are they actually coming out of the pits? So, yep. Well, hang on, what's going on here? Is Abin serving a penalty? Yes, he is. Yes. Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on, Muzz. I'm a little bit flabbergasted at the moment, mate. But we do have a safety car, and I'll let you take the order from P1 down to P19.
yeah, we've got Lan. Importantly, got ahead of Toast before safety car came out, which is important for the race and for the championship as well as it currently stands. Zombie still got that P3, Sick Party got that P4, Symphonic got that P5. Those top 5 were kind of eking out a gap to anyone else behind, and we talked about that gap to the rest of the pack. Which I think was P10 at the time, but no idea where that is now. I think it might still be P10s, still 7.5 seconds. But RJ, Angus, Kaz, and Danny Rocks are in those spots that were not in the top 10, that were still a little bit close to the top 5. We've got God's Other Son in the other 3. He is in P10, and then we've got TTV Mertz. Saw him get involved in that incident at the start in turn 2, and Winter had that drive-through penalty in P12. We've got Abin and Vettel. Vettel was also involved in that incident at the start. Karubi was one of the Williams that was blocking the track, along with the teammate Echo, who's no longer in the race. We've got Haas P16 and P17, not where they want to be. We've got Ricciardo P18, and Husey has been having all sorts of problems all race, and even in quali as well. He's in P19, which is last on track at the moment.
Thanks, Maz. Yeah, a lot of drama. If you are tuning in with us, we've had a lot of drama kicking off on here at Baku. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we are getting some racing under our belt, which is good to see finally. But yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting night so far. We've had one DNF currently. We've had the track blocked. We've had all sorts going on as well. Which, but now, Muzz, everyone is back into this. Everyone has a massive opportunity to get back into this race. A lot of guys on the hards, and well, it's game on for everyone now. With that safety car, Daniel Rockstar on those mediums. Going to be an interesting one there. He's going to be quick. But are they going to die off before those hards as well? Because we're about 15 laps. Might even be able to go to the end on these hards, actually. Be interesting to see, because we've got two laps in the safety. This will... No, there's probably one more lap, maybe, depending on how quick Gangster gets round. So yeah, these guys might even be able to go to the end on these hard compound tyres.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that actually. When the safety car was called, I was actually thinking about that we're probably just on the edge of the window where you can come into the hard tyres and make it to the end.
Yep.
And a lot of drivers opting for that decision. A few drivers staying out, a few drivers picking maybe old tyres, maybe the wrong tyres, like you saw with Tony Rocks on the mediums. We'll see what kind of progress he can make. He should be quick off the start, but getting those mediums to the end of the race will be very difficult, if not impossible.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting as well, and obviously what's happened with Aben getting that 10-second, Winter getting that drive through to still be a P11, P12. Props to them, you know. It's been an interesting start. Obviously, shame to obviously lose. What's going on here? I don't know why the Williams is going past everyone. What's going on here with Karuba's connection? Oh, he's going past everyone and then dropping back. So, yeah, keep an eye out on that and that Williams. And now he's jumped down to P17. Now he's dropped up to P17. What is going on here at the back? Safety car is going to go around again. I'm just trying to work out what's going on with Karuba's connection because he's going up, then back, then forward, then going past everyone. So, yeah, just keeping an eye on that because people will get 10 seconds or 5-second penalties. And Gangster is just about to join the pack. Safety car is going to go around one more time. And, yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see what happens moving forward. We've got two Aston Martins down in P12 and P17. Ricardo probably not happy with that. Karubi now down to P18. I don't know what is going on with Karubi's connection. Yeah, he's dropping down to P12. I think he may. Just looking at it, he's just dropping back. He's lagging everywhere, and I think at P18 that's not. Just keep an eye on him at the moment. He's actually got no front left side there either, so a little bit of damage, but I've just seen him overtake Myrtle and then overtake Ricardo and then drop back down again, so keep an eye on that to see what happens, and yeah, I'll let you keep an eye on that on your side, and if you think that is doable, then he will be given one opportunity to fix his nits. If not, then he'll be given the black flag, unfortunately, for connection purposes down there in P18. So, at the front, Rhino Dare is leading the way with Toast and Zombie are your top three. Sick Party in that P4, Symphonic in that P5, RJ in that P6. Then we've got Angus in P7, Kaz, then Daniel Rock's got our Sons, Winter, Zombies left the session. If you could get him back in invite, that would be fantabby-dozy, please, Maz. And that is not what he wants, especially when we're about to get onto a safety car restart. What is going on here? Ricardo dropping down. Everything's going on. I don't know what's going on. We'll keep an eye on this at the moment. We've got Zombie down to P10 now. There's a bit of a glitch going on here. I don't know what's going on here. Why is Zombie down to P11, P10?
I swear he was in P3.
Yeah. Why has he dropped that far? I think this may have to be. I'm just double checking. Is there an error with the timing, or is Zombie in P10? Zombies joined
in P10.
Yeah, I think this lobby's gone though, because you've got Rhino Dare P1, Toast P2, Sick Party P3, Symphonic P4, and Zombie is down into P12. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, we're going to red flag this. Yeah, we're going to red flag this. There's loads of drama going on here. Guys, we're going to red flag this. We'll be back very, very soon. Lobby is bugged, so we'll see you soon. Yeah, that's Good evening, guys. Welcome back to Rush Racing Division 2 Baku. Sorry about the issue there. We had to red flag the lobby due to a lobby glitch, which was causing a few problems. Unfortunately, we've lost a few drivers and not been able to make the return. So we will have a little bit less on the grid as usual, but hopefully we'll get underway and no issues this time. But yeah, Muzz, that was a lot of drama in that first race, and hopefully the second race will be fun-filled action as we saw earlier on when we did get some racing going with a car park just before the castle.
Yeah, exactly. Less cars, like you said, so less, let's just say people in the way or just people in general. So less opportunities to go side by side, and that obviously means less chance of hitting the wall realistically. So, but we had a good little battle, good little train up front. So we'll see if that can stay with us.
Yeah, really unfortunate. EA causing us problems as always with bugged lobbies, but we did get it done sorted as soon as possible. So thank you very much to Winter for hosting. But we've got a new host in Lamb, so Lamb has jumped onto it, and we will get underway. And yeah, sorry it's late, but we would have done 35%, but due to obviously the rules setting back, we would not have fulfilled the 26 laps. We'd only filled 23 or 24, so it would have been 2 laps short. So hence the reasons why of the 50% race. I know it's frustrating, but it gives you another opportunity in this race, and guys, opportunity to score some big points that the drivers aren't them as.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think points will be guaranteed now. I think there's 15. But here we go. We're gonna have lights on again. And they're off and they're racing towards the first braking zone for the second time. Lamb gets a slightly better start this time, but Toast is trying to fight this one all the way down into turn 2 now. Lamb still has the lead. A little bit side-by-side action, a little bit further back. Lamb has held onto it. Zombie still in P3, Toast in P2. And still this top 5 that we saw in the first race, and then a little bit of fight and a little bit further back. Angus is going to try and send up the inside, a little bit of crashing and bashing, but it seems to be all right with Danny Rocks. Trying to send up the inside of Kazuto. It's all going all right so far. We're still so close with all of the cars. They're still side by side with Danny Rocks and Kazuto, but now Kazuto has gotten past. But that's the ideal start that Ryan Adair was looking for, SJ.
Yeah, very, very better start from the guys all coming through Castle at the moment, as we can see very, very quickly. Probably not if you want to see, as you see Zach User taking it very, very cautious, and as you said you would on the lap 1. But Ryan there leading that way, 4.5 tenths, got Toast behind, then Zombie at the moment, and Zombie, just getting a little bit very wide there to the wall, very close to the wall there, but very much better start than we saw earlier on with red flag. So race number 2 is going on very, very well. 60 drivers through Castle section. Yes, I know. Tell me about it. Quicksilver. Hopefully, it's not 16 cars going side by side. All going in formation. But here we go. Is Toast going to be able to initiate a move coming down the main straight? At the moment, we'll have to wait and see. One of them is leading the way. We've got a move going on at the back there. God Other Sons has just got the move done, or Karuba's got the move done on Gods of Other Sons. Ryan does the fastest lap, 1:45.041 on those mediums. DRS is enabled. We've only got 3 cars on the hards. 2 guys into the pits already. Zach User and TTV Mertz. Mertz has lost the left side. He's onto the hards. And we've also got Zach User as well. Looks like he'll be probably setting onto the hards as well. We've got yellows. What's happened there? Gods of Other Sons has got it all wrong there at the back, and he's now 2.2 seconds back. We've then got Daniel Rocks, and we've got a bit of drama going on there as now Winter and Daniel Rocks are going at it. And Winter in a bit of a car park here with the 2 Astons right behind him, looking to make the move on Daniel Rocks around the outside on the left-hand side. Daniel Rocks is trying to go over to the side. I don't know where he's going there. Then he moves over, and then Ricardo is coming on the left-hand side. He gets the move done. And then where is Daniel Rocks going? He cannot go there.
Oh.
What is that? Why has he gone for a move there? Ricardo is now stuck. He can't get past. Winter goes past. Ricardo goes past. Oh, my days. What a car park. Why would you try and go 3 wide there? That is madness. More drama. Back up to the front, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. And just while watching that, Zombie got a move done on Toast. Didn't see it happen myself, but saw it happen on the timing tower, and that's broken out a gap 2P1. Ryan there now with basically a 2 second gap, but yeah, it's just incredible that from 3 wide. You can go 3 wide into the entry, but once you get into the braking zone, you have to make a business decision. But clearly, neither of the three wanted to back out, and you can just see here Toast getting past Zombie to get him back. Thick Party waiting in the background, and there's still a massive train all the way down to P8. So mistake could see you drop all the way down to P8 from wherever you are from P2 to P8. So plenty of opportunities still to come, and moves being made, and people trying to throw fakes on to put the driver ahead in a bit of spot of bother. And Winter and Danny Rocks have come in to repair their front wing, and that'll probably be an incident that will be looked at by the steward this job.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, shouldn't be going for a move there. He's obviously done 2 races, Imola and Imola, obviously in Division 2, and has done some good racing. But yeah, that's just a bit silly, really, going for a move there. 3 wide, stay with it. You can try and go 2 wide, trying to keep it nice and tight on the left-hand side and tight on the right-hand side, but trying to go 3 wide there, because then the other car just completely unbalances and puts the other car into the wall, which he's done. So, big penalty coming for Daniel Rocks, and I'm not sure the sick party will be happy with that. Ricardo getting a 3-second time penalty up there into P11. Has managed to pull away, though. Look at the gaps I'm seeing there. 16 seconds between Mertz and Ricardo. Ricardo 6 seconds back from Karubi, and Aben now up into P9, 2 seconds back. But I've still got a feeling that this race is not over. I think we're going to see a lot of things happening here. And this is Baku, as we can see Kaz trying to get the move done on Angus. Really nearly pushing him down into Sector 3. Going on the right-hand side, going for the move for the overtake on the right. Does Angus try and hold the position? They're still going to go side by side. Angus stays in formation, goes behind Kaz. Kaz gets out in front and into P7. Back up to the front, we've then got Toasters just jumped Zombie into P2 again, and Ryan Adair is leading this race. 6.5 tenths currently at the moment, but it is a nice little DRS battle between the top 3, and we are seeing Sick Party starting to lose that DRS a little bit there. Symphonic very, very close to him, RJ very, very close to him as well, the only Red Bull driver there on the track at the moment. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here, but we are seeing some overtakes, we are seeing some moves, and Daniel Rocks and Winter are going at it again. We saw him earlier on with a bit of an incident. Winter down MP15, only the last point place at the moment. Daniel Rocks does have that 3 second to serve in this race. Will Winter get the move done? He's going to get the DRS now. Hards versus mediums, fresh mediums, fresh hards. Let's have a look. What does Winter do? Does he go for the move? He's low on the DRS there. Does he go for a move? No, stays within formation at the moment and just stays very, very closely to him. Back up to the front. Toast looks like he's going to get the DRS on land, so we could see a new leader of this race coming up to lap 5 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And remember, that gap was about 2 seconds back to P2 and 3, so Toast done a good job of reeling him back in. And we'll stay with this battle, or at least I'm going to stay with this battle, and all the way until turn 1. We'll see if it's going to be a move. He's gaining quite rapidly, actually. He's going to be side by side by the time they reach the start-finish straight. Is Lamb going to try and fight this one back? Thought about it for a second, but Toast back into the lead of the race. Took pole in the first race and had the lead for... didn't take pole, sorry, but had the lead for a little bit of the first race and back into the lead in the second race now. So see if he can hold on to it. And there's Zombie waiting in the background, but Lamb is gaining a little bit, but not enough for a move into that corner. Saw a few drivers lose it there in qualifying, but all clean for now. And Zombie has really caught up to the back of these guys, and Symphonic is a second and a half back this job.
Yeah, no, real close between the top three at the moment. Symphonic, as you did say, has dropped back 1.2 tenths. So you've got Sick Buddy for company there with 7.5 tenths there. As Toast and Ryan going side by side. And we've got Zombie going side by side as well. And pulls out just before the castle section there. So these three are really going at it. But then that just brings Symphonic back into it, Sick Buddy back into it, RJ back into it, and Kaz. And if they keep messing around, that will then bring Angus into it. And then we'll have an 8-way fight. And if even better, we'll bring Abbott into it. We'll have a 9-way fight for that P1. We're only on that 5 at the moment, but it is really going on between Toast and Lamb. We've seen Zombie getting into that as well. So these guys look like they're going to take it to the max here. We've seen nice little battles there at the back. Daniel Rox is coming to the pits again. He's 20 seconds back from Gods of Other Suns. Winter's now into P14, so he's got away from that. But there is a big gap from Mertz to Ricardo. So Mertz is into P11 at the moment, 17 seconds back. Will Ryan Adair make the move on Toast going into lap 6, into turn 1? Let's have a look. He's coming on the left-hand side. Makes the move done into P1. Zombie looks for it as well. Doesn't get the move done. And there we go. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Zombie looks like he is ready to pounce. We're going to jump on board a lap here. You can jump on board with Zombie to see if he can make any moves on Toast in at P2.
Yeah, he's definitely looking pretty threatening. You can see he's just slightly catching. It's not quite enough, at least for now. Lamb goes actually quite wide into that corner. Lets Toast catch up quite a bit, and you can just see it all happening here in front of us. Good view of this fight. Those top two, a bit of yo-yo racing. We'll have to call it in the last few laps, and I assume Toast will probably just hold back and try and take it on the main straight. They have been the last few laps, and Zombies has been waiting in the background. Symphonic is just flirting with that DRS right now. See if he can get involved as well. But it'll be interesting to see, because we know that crashes can happen around here, especially crashes with the car next to you, not just crashing on your own. So Zombies is going to be holding up back and pouncing on any opportunities that he gets. And Symphonic is just going to try and see if he can just sneak into the DRS so that he doesn't get threatened from behind. Oh, what's happened?
Daniel Rox has called it. We've got a move going on here between Kaz and Sick Paddy. As Kaz gets through, Sick Paddy drops down to P6. Saw a bit of a tank slapper there. Oh, as RJ goes round the outside of Sick Paddy. Sick Paddy going slow. Sick Paddy smashed into the left-hand side. Right-hand side, and he's lost his front right plate there, so we might have had a bit of an incident with the wall, and he's dropping down. We've then gone back up to the front. Sorry, Maz. We've then got Ryan Adair. I'm retiring from racing. Well, it's one race, my friend. You don't need to retire. I just can't keep up with, well, these guys are tough. They're not easy. We've got a nice up battle going on here, though, Maz. We've got Toast and Ryan Adair, and Zombie is looking like he's ready to pounce and try and make a move. Ryan Adair doesn't get the move done, and Zombie stays in that P3 spot at the moment. Sick Paddy, though, has had to pit. He's damaged his front side, and that drops him back down. We'll have to wait and see as Zach User and Mertz going side by side. Oh, so close to the wall there between Mertz and Zach User. We've still got moves going on here. They're going side by side again. Great bit of racing between Mertz and Zach User, and you wouldn't think this is for P11 and P12. And Karubi looks ready to pounce. He's trying to go for the middle. Oh no, he's going for the middle. A bit of banging. Why are you trying to go for the middle? And he's gone off into the runoff area. They all have. Zach User. Mertz gets away with it. Lucky there. Bit of an incident there with Karubi and Zach User. What is going on there? Why would you try and go through the middle of two cars? Absolutely madness. Listen, a lot of Daredevil stuff tonight, Maz.
Yeah, that was very interesting to see, because we saw that Zach User and Mertz, they were banging wheels all of turn 1 and all of turn 2, and halfway down the straight, and then Karubi just comes out of nowhere and tries to get them both. It technically does get one of them, but not the situation he is trying to get himself into. And we'll go back up to the front now. Lamb's going to try and get the repass done. These two have been switching. He does get the move done into turn 1. Symphonic has just caught up to the back of the top 3 and is now in this fight. And Kaz is about 3 seconds back, so he'll be starting to get back into it. But Zombie is looking a lot closer to Toast than Toast is to Ryan Adair. Can Zombie try and go for a move here? I haven't seen it it's not the best spot to go for an overtake. Lamb goes a little bit wide again, I think, and that opens the door for Toast to gain some time back. Symphonic waiting as well, but Zombie and Symphonic just waiting in the background for these two, because these two are switching every lap, it seems. And I wonder, when will this fight finish, SJ?
Yeah, it's a tough one at the moment. Lap 8, we've seen Ricardo, he's called it. It looks like he's going for the undercut. He looks like he doesn't want to push those mediums anymore. These guys are pushing these mediums, these top 8 at the moment, and it's really pushing it in. Kaz has dropped out the battle there, 3 seconds back, but he's in a very nice little spot. He does have RJ for company in that P6 spot. There, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe the Div 4.5 champion. Quicksilver, stop taking the mic, mate. I am not going to win a championship in Division 4, not reviewing it. Ryan and Dead in P1, Toast in P2, and Zombie in P3. Symphonic in that nice little battle there as well, and it looks like you've just dropped Kaz out of that. So it's a 4-way battle at the moment, and I've been really impressed with VCARB lately. Last night, fantastic. 37 points last night. Aiden as Raiden doing a great job. Number 1 Swift and Symphonic again. And look at VCAP, P4, P5. They are a team to watch out for, aren't they? I do believe they're underdogs. But while we're talking about that, Toast and Ryan Adair are going at it again. And Toast gets the move. Zombie just cannot get a move past these guys. And that's the problem with the DRS here at Baku, Muzz. If you are the third car, and the other car in second has DRS in the front way, it's so difficult to get a move done in that P3 to get P2. Because it's just so hard with the slipstream bit. He's looking for the move now. He goes on the right side. Lamb's going to hold his line. Zombie can't get through. He just goes on the outside. Does he go side by side? No, he stays in formation. See, he's trying to get the move done. And great bit of defending from Lamb. But Zombie he's really pouncing and ready to hunt down, try and get onto Toast as well. But he just can't get the move done. And that's the hard thing with Baku.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Zombies is making probably better choice at this point. If he probably could have tried to fight Ryan Adair there a little bit more, but that would have let Toast just clear off down the road. And with all of these top 4 want a chance at the win, if you break out of that DRS, it's going to be really hard to get back into it and to hold off guys behind. But we're just seeing those top 2 switch, and Zombies trying to get involved as well. Maybe he has to burn a little bit more ERS than he'd like to if he wants to try and go for a move. But Lamb might not even get DRS here. He's just flirting around the 1 second gap. He's just going to get it, I think, but he's not going to be able to go for a move. He's going to be too far back. So we'll see if Zombie can come into play here and make this podium switch up again. Oh, no, they're coming into the pits. Lamb isn't, and Toast and Zombie are. Symphonic is as well. RJ is as well. So Adair is going to stick it out for another lap. So we'll see where he comes out when he does choose to pit, SJ.
Yeah, definitely a bit of drama there with the pits. We'll have to wait and see. It's both of them coming in. Toast is coming out now. Let's have a look. Keeping within the lines. Good to see. Yeah, we don't want to see anyone cut the pit lane there. See Symphonic actually drop out of that a little bit. Oh, smacks into the wall. Coming out of turn number 2 there. No damage to that car. It did look like a massive hit. We've got a moose going on behind as well. We've got the 2 Austins. Look at that. P7, P8. They're now starting to join the party as well. So keep an eye out for them. Anything changes here. The Austins are in a really good position. Ricardo does have that 3 second time penalty. RJ has gone down into P10 though. That's really unfortunate. He's lost that big time. And Ryan Adair has continued on those mediums. 15 seconds up the road. Question is, was that the best strategy? Because you've got Toast, Zombie, Kaz, Symphonic, Sick Party, Ricardo, and Aben, and Angus, and RJ very close together. So if Lamb's not careful, Lamb could actually fall all the way behind RJ here. Just going to wait and see what he does. He's on lap number 10. So let's have a look here to see what he does. I reckon we should see him coming in. That means he'll be doing 10 laps on the mediums. They're going to be hurting. Let's have a look. Going over to the left-hand side. This guy's coming into the pits. Keep an eye on P2 down to P10 to see where Lamb is going to end up. Because this is interesting, because they are coming flying down that main straight. Toast is going to be the first one. I think Lamb is going to get pipped here, and he's going to fall right behind this traffic. As he's just coming out now. Here we go. Look at them all coming down the main straight. And it's such a slow corner, they will pick up more momentum. Where does he come out? Where does he come out? Where does he come out? Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Right in there. Whoa, right side by side there with Evan. I was close. Just 3 spots out. Into P7. But he's in traffic. He's in traffic in a situation where he probably doesn't want to be.
Yeah, absolutely not, and especially after he was yo-yoing for the lead. Not where he wants to be. He's in a train as well. It's not like he's in a car that he can just get by and then clear off down the road. He's in a train, so he's gonna have to try and do his best here. He's got a tyre advantage on the whole field, but only slightly. So how much is that going to help? So clearly the undercut is definitely the way to go here. So we'll see what happens now. Zombie was looking very racy in the first stint. So he and Toast are on the same wear on their tyres in terms of how many laps they have been taken so far. So we'll see if these two start to yo-yo as well, which could bring Lamb back into play in the form of a train that he might be involved in.
Yeah, definitely, because he is obviously on fresh, hard sick party, his brother in front on 4 laps as well, and he is just staying just in the DRS of Ricciardo. Ricciardo does have that 3-second time penalty. He's on 3 laps as well, so he's got 3 laps on the guys in front, and so this will be interesting to see how quick Lamb can try and get through this pack, as he does target his brother, and he does make the move into P6. So next up is Ricciardo, and I think he's gonna find it difficult getting past the V-carbs. I think that's going to be the problem for him next, as we see Ricciardo. Just look at Ricciardo. Has Ricciardo got damage to that Aston? Yeah, front left side, lost no plate. Symphonic up in the P3, taking the move on Kaz. Who is the quicker driver out of them at the moment? Symphonic is. He's 2.6 seconds back. It looks like it's a 2-horse race at the moment between Zombie and Toast, as Toast is in P1 and Zombie is in P2. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Are the V-Carbs going to be able to catch these guys up if they make a big mistake? We've got yellows! We've got a drama here as Goats for Sons. No, it's not. Who is it? It's not Mertz. Is it Mertz or Goats for Sons? Someone's lost it, or someone's had a bit of an issue. Looks like it's Mertz down there in P14, low left side for that McLaren at the moment. He is in the points though. Everyone will score points in this race as it stands, Maz. So massive opportunity for everyone to score points if there is no more retirements in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Mertz doesn't have an end plate on either side and doesn't have about half his front wing on one of those sides as well, on the left-hand side. So he's going to be losing a lot of downforce, but potentially is going to come in. He's looking really slow through there, just fighting with the car, and he's just taking it really slow. Doesn't have a lot of downforce, and he's into the wall. He's done a Leclerc, I think they call it, almost reversed into the path of
he's out.
God's other son, and Zach's out.
Zach Hughes is out. Where's Zach Hughes lost it? He's coming. I'm just waiting. He's lost it in just before the entry of Sector 3. I'm just on board with God's other sons. Marshals have cleared that up pretty quick, and we got a VSC. And this is we're down to 14, so everyone's got to score points. Mertz definitely needs to come in because he's got no front wing at all, so he needs to be a bit cautious. Otherwise, he is going to hit the wall. There you go. He will hit the wall. So he needs to really take it easy now coming through, especially into Sector 3. Now he needs to be very, very careful what happens here. Just want to have to wait and see. He's coming around now. He's going to have to take it very, very, very cautious. Otherwise, he is going to DNF. He will not be able to turn that car. So he's coming around into Sector 3. There we go. Oh, does smack the wall. He'll come to the pits and change that front wing. So hopefully, hopefully he changes the front wing. Is he going to change the front wing? He's going to go around again with no front wing. Madness. Absolutely madness. You're going to be able to turn the car. I don't know. I don't know what Mertz is doing here. This is an interesting strategy. You've got no front wing. And yeah, we have to wait and see what happens. But out in front, Toast and Zombie, 5.5 10. Zombie looks like he is going to make the move. I'm going to keep an eye on Mertz to see what's happening, because it looks like he may not even get to the end of this race with driving with no front wing, as he just goes and smacks into the wall again. So he's finding it really difficult to turn that car. But look at these two. These two are flying. They've dropped Symphonic by 3.5 tenths. Ryan Dev is 5 seconds back from Ricardo, so he's still got to push his way at the moment. But Zombie looks to make the move for P1. Does he get the job done? Let's have a look. Yes, he does, into P1. Let's have a look at Mertz. Is he going to be able to make it through into Castle? We'll have to wait and see. He's still got no front wing. He needs to change it. No, he's into the wall again. You're going to have yellows again in that sector 2. We'll have to wait and see what's happening here. I don't know why this guy's not pitting, because Gods of Other Sons is now behind him. So why is he not pitting? Oh, he's gone in the wall again. There we go. And he's now going to just completely just stay there. So this is great from the McLaren driver of what we're seeing here, Muzz. Wouldn't you just go into the pits and change the front wing?
Yeah, exactly. And he probably could have got back into the race and had the fight with God's Other Son at this point. But we saw him do a Leclerc. He's out.
Oh, wow. Absolute.
Not good.
I don't know what to say. Lap 14. I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, but he's done a Leclerc, and the leaders are just coming up to him, so hopefully he doesn't get in the way. It seems to be all right for those first two. What about Symphonic? They've all seemed to get through all right. Hopefully he doesn't get in anyone's way. Kit Sauber coming through, his teammate coming through. AR's done a good job of getting out the way, but he did a Leclerc twice in 2 laps, and I think Zach's used it there in qualifying this year, or not this year, last season, where he put it into the wall in Q3. But here we go, the top 2 are swapping positions again, and Toast getting back through on Zombie, and a fight bit further back. P4, 5 and 6, they're almost 3 wide through turn 1, and lands in the middle of that fight as well. He's trying to get back into this race. He's almost pushing Ricciardo through turn 2, and he's going to have a good opportunity to get by him now. Is he going to be close enough? I don't think he's not even close enough to get through there, so he's going to have to wait another half a lap until the main straight at least. Oh, there's another yellow flag.
Oh, Kaz.
That's Kazuto. He's in the runoff.
Oh, Kaz has lost it. I thought he was behind Aben at some point, but now he's completely dropped even further. Now he's come out behind RJ, and RJ's up in the P9 and Kaz is in the P10. I was saying that VCAB are doing a fantastic night, but now we've got one down into P10 and one into P3, and he's now got no front right side. So yeah, really, some of these guys are really struggling tonight. They've not gone the best. There's still a lot of guys that are in a nice little battle though. Ryan Dev is right behind Ricardo and probably get the move done with the DRS here, but he's still got a 2-second gap to Symphonic, and the guys out in front, and see there that Toast has actually dropped Zombie at the DRS, so this could be a bit of an issue here for Zombie if he doesn't get back into the DRS here. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But we've got Zombie. I don't think he's Zombie in the DRS. Let's have a look. Is he in the DRS? No, look. He's been dropped.
He's got it.
He's got hardly any battering, and he's not got it. He's going to get some good straight line speed down there. A little bit of a slipstream off the back of Toast there. But he's not. He's been dropped, and he's got to be careful because Toast is put him back into it a little bit. So Zombie is going to live another day, but it looks like Toast has got some serious pace here, and Zombie's going to have to really push it. We've got 10 laps of racing to go, and we've had a lot of drama here. We've had, obviously, Mertz, Zach User, and Dayrox all out of this race. 13 guys, everyone is going to score points, so if you retire, then you're just missing up your points. Gods of Other Sons, even though you're 25 seconds back, mate, you're still going to score points. Anything can happen in this race. We've seen yellows, we've seen a safety car that we didn't think that we would see, but we're seeing a fantastic battle up the front here between Zombie and Toast at the moment. But Ryan Adair is trying to join that party. He's 1.8 seconds back from Symphonic. Has cleared Ricardo after that 3-second time penalty. but a great drive from both Dustins from where they were. P6 and P5, great job from them. Angus doing a fantastic drive as well. Sick Putty in a little bit of a battle with that front three. RJ as well, and then Kaz obviously making that mistake with no front right side. He's really struggling down there in P10. And Winter has just been stuck behind traffic and has been doing as best as he can, but he's in P11 and will score points. Same as Karubi. Obviously, these guys have really been caught up in the incidents tonight, but yeah, we're going to jump on board with Ricardo. Is Ricardo going to get Lamb back here? Muzz, he's in the DRS. This will be very interesting. Will he get Lamb back? Because if he does, that's going to hurt Lamb, because Lamb is trying to pull in Symphonic, and there's only one lap between them. He's on 6 and Ryan's on 5. But here comes Ricardo. Can Ricardo get Lamb back? It doesn't look like he's close enough. He's going to get a little bit closer into turn 1 and into turn 2. So we may even see a move going on in the next DRS zone. But Ricardo does have damage to that car. Sick Putty coming in, deciding to get on to another set of hards, I would say. Ricardo looks like he could just miss out on the DRS there. Looks like Lamb has got that covered. But back up to the front, back to you. Zombie and Toast are still going at it.
Yeah, Zombie just lost out a few laps ago, but he's just worked to get back into it. And Ryan Adair has now broken the DRS to Ricciardo, so he's going to try and fight back and get this podium back if he can. He's got a 1 lap tire advantage on those top 3, or who came in on the same lap. So we'll see what kind of progress he makes over the next few laps and how quickly he can catch up to Symphonic, if he even does. But we'll see. It's just something we've got to figure out in the next few laps. And these top 2, with their fighting that they're doing at least into turn 1, they're not fighting that much because they're swapping positions on the straights. A bit of boring overtakes, as some people like to call it. But they would be losing slight time into turn 1, which is going to get Symphonic a chance to get back into it, and they're going to be getting dirty air through the corners where you get dirty air on this track. There's not many of them, but there is definitely a few of them. Is Zombie even going to be close enough? He's 5 tenths back. He's actually gaining. He definitely is gaining. He's definitely going to try and go for a move. He is side by side, and he is ahead before they even start braking. So Zombie getting that one done again, and these top 2 again, and it's a different top 2 than it was with Ryan Adair and Toast, but they are swapping again, and Toast has actually gotten a much better exit Zombie and is going to get him back into the next straight. So I haven't really seen that much happen with the yo-yoing on the same lap. They've just been swapping on the big long straight every other lap, but this time swapping back on the same lap. So it's interesting to see. So maybe some tyre wear, maybe some ERS management coming into play this year.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be very interesting moving forward, to be honest with you, with some of these guys. Great little battle at the front, but Lamb is trying to get back on Symphonic at the moment, and Symphonic is doing a great job in that P3. Will he be able to hold on? That's going to be the question, because Lamb is trying to gun him down as much as he can. 2.4, he is pulling that down a little bit, but probably not as fast as he wants to. Symphonic looks like he's in a bit of a motion at the moment for that P3, and he's getting closer to P2 and P1 now, two seconds. So if these guys do have a little bit of a dance, a little bit of a mess around, we're seeing Symphonic really starting to pull them in now. 2 seconds, it was 2.5, and Ryan's actually losing time on Symphonic at the moment. So interesting to see these top 4 at the moment going at it. We've got Aben looking ready to make a move on Angus with the DRS up into P6. Like I said, great night for the Astons at the moment. Is anyone going to stop? Doesn't look like they are. Looks like we will see these guys go to the end of this race. Lap 19 out of 26 at the moment. He doesn't get the move done. He's not close enough. Back up to the front. Symphonic still 2 seconds back. Lamb 2.5. You can see Symphonic just up right at the top, just that little dot. And then you've got Zombie and Toast that's still going at it. Can Toast hold on here, Maz? That's going to be the biggest question.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be. His tyres might be better than Zombie's, but these two are going to be on pretty similar tyres because they've been sitting in each other's dirty air last few laps, but now Toast has managed to stay ahead on the main straight, so it's going to be an opportunity for him to have slightly better tyres than Zombie, who's just sitting in this dirty air, because if he sits any further back, not going to be able to go for a move. If he gets any closer, he might get damage and even more dirty air, so he's just sitting right about the good amount of space between you that you want on this track to be able to stay within the DRS and gain slipstream, but not burn the tyres off too much. But he's about 8/10 back, so he wants to definitely gain into this final corner here before he tries to go for a move, and because otherwise he's going to be too far back, and he might be far back. So we'll see what does their ERS look like. Toast doesn't have much. Zombie's got a little bit, so maybe a move to be done because he's got slipstream, he's got DRS, he's got a slight ERS advantage as well. Is he going to be able to go for into turn one? He's looking threatening. He's gonna thought about a dive, but not able to get a move done there. Just a good lap from Toast, being able to eke out the gap behind just enough to hold off Zombie for another lap, SJ.
Yeah, this looks like this is going to go to the wire at the moment with 6 laps remaining. We've got Symphonic 2.4. He's just dropped that. He's just lost that 4 temps. Ryan Adair is pulling him in, though, 2 seconds. It's 9 laps versus 10 laps. The top 3 all on 10 laps. Then when you've got Ryan Adair on 9, you've then got Ricardo on 12. He's got a bit of a gap to his teammate. Will stay in that P5 position at the moment. We've got driver of the day, which looking likely could be Ricardo. Again, he does love driver of the day, I've got to admit, and this is a really, really good showing from Aston Martin tonight in P5 and P6. A little bit unfortunate early on in this race. We've got Toast and Zombie still going at it. Are they going to get nervous through the castle? No, Symphonic's not. Neither's Lamb. Here's Ricardo. Let's have a look. No, Aben. He's coming into Castle as well. This is probably the best time to see these guys, how they go through Castle. Very nicely there. And Angus as well. RJ in that P8 position, just holding on. But can he try and pull the gap to Angus? Because this will be the question there. Kaz still losing that front right side. They're really hurting him. Sick Party dropping down into P10. Winter really unfortunate with what he had to deal with at the beginning. So, yeah, a lot of drama in this. 13 to finish at the moment, and looks like it could be 13 to finish, like we saw in Division 1 as well. And here we go again, Toast and Zombie at it again. Is Toast going to be able to hold on? No, Zombie is going to initiate the move, and he's into P1. We have a new leader on lap 21 out of 26. 5 laps to go, Maz. Who is going to get this? Are we going to have a photo finish on that main straight? Because Symphonic is 2.6 and Lamb is now 1.5. Lamb is catching Symphonic for that P3.
Yeah, and Symphonic isn't catching as much as he needs to anymore. So I think we're gonna have a battle here for the lead between these two, and a battle for that final podium spot with Symphonic and Ryan Adair. So this is still all to play for, and also it moves to be done. P6 and 7 fighting it out, and P9 and 10 fighting it out as well. So plenty of moves to be done all up and down the field, and any late penalties to come by, because you can drift a little bit wide and get a warning in some parts of the track. So as we get closer to the end, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see a couple of 3-second penalties for track limits. But yeah, it's still all to play for in this race, SJ.
Yeah, definitely. I was just on board there, Sick Putty, and Sick Putty getting the move done on Kaz with that damage up into P9. Great drive from him. Kaz in at P10. Winter is not going to be able to catch him. Neither is Karubi, and neither is Gods of Other Sons down in P13, but they will all score points. As Gods of Other Sons is going to come in, and I reckon he's going to go on hot softs and set the fastest lap so we can get an extra point. We'll have to wait and see where this is going to go. Let's have a look onto a new set of softs. There you go, and looks like there is a risk. 5 laps. You only really want to do 3 laps here. The softs are not the best. So keep an eye on Gods of Other Sons. Fastest lap is a 1:41.037 to beat. And he's actually come out in front of traffic. And, well, I'm just looking on board here. He does let his teammate go of Lamb. There we go. So he is up to P4, and yeah, God's Other Sons will go for the fastest lap. Back on to the leader at the moment. Zombie leading the way. 22 laps out of 26. Then we've got Zombie, Toast, and Symphonic. Symphonic is holding on, but he has Lamb. He is raining him down. Ricardo is not catching them. 3.6, Aben's 7.4. So Ricardo currently is out of that 3-second gap, so he will stay P5. Angus has got a massive opportunity to try and be a party pooper and cause a problem with Aben. RJ doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch Angus as well. 5.4 back. Sick Party 2.5. Unless anything happens between now and then, it's going to be interesting. And Zombie is trying to pull away from Toast that 9/10th gap.
Yeah, absolutely. And Symphonic is he's even actually slightly gaining on top two. Now he must have gotten a bit of a hurry up because
Karibi's out.
Karibi's out. So that's going to be another spot for God's Other Son. So he's going to be getting even more points, and a double DNF for Williams is not what they are hoping for.
No points for Williams in Baku tonight for Division 2. Both drivers, one not racing and the other one obviously has just DNF. Really unfortunate. That would be, I'd hate that. I've done it. Yeah, I'm going to tell you where I've done it. I'm going to show you right now on board when we get on board with someone. And then Ricardo into the pits, getting onto them softs, I reckon, and going to go for the fastest lap, try and take it away from the Ferrari. So good little bit of team orders there. But yeah, this has been a very interesting night of racing. It's gone a little bit longer than expected there, but really unfortunate for Karubi to lose it right at the end. Now we're on board with Toast and Zombie. Toast is just holding on there to 8.5 tenths. So this is where I lost it. Lap 25, I lost it in a race. On board Zombie now. Here, I went straight into the wall, just couldn't brake, and boom. Out for the race on lap 25. So I've done it, so I know how Karubi feels. If he is very, very frustrated. Ooh, Toast really pushing it through Castle there. Symphonic holding on, 2.5. Ryan Adair, 1.2. 12 laps to 13 laps with 3 laps of racing remaining. Angus is 12.3 seconds back. He's got the job done on Aben, and also Ricardo's jumping onto them softs and trying to go for the fastest lap as well. So, yeah, there's still, I don't think there's an opportunity for a safety car now. I think that is gone. But, Muzz, Zombies drop Toast from DRS.
Yeah, and Toast has got 0 DRS as well, so he's going to be losing even more time and not getting much of a slipstream. He's going to be getting a slight slipstream, and Ryan Adair hasn't been getting as much time on Symphonic as he needs. He didn't have any either. So Toast and Ryan Adair, the 2 championship contenders, are not looking good as we get to the final few laps of this race. Ricciardo gets past Sick Party pretty early on the straight. Sick Party might even have a chance to fight it back. Not quite there, but Ricciardo on the quicker tyres is gonna go for the fastest lap. He's got a penalty of some sort. I don't know. He's got a 3-second penalty, so that's going to drop him back behind Sick Party. And so RJ might see this and try and get a bit of a hurry up, see if he can try and get within that range as well. But we'll see what happens with Zombie and Toast here, because Zombie has put in a good last few laps to break out of that DRS, and Ryan Adair is just flirting around that 1-second gap as well. So we'll see what happens here. A fight for P1 and a fight for P3. Massive championship stakes on the line.
Yeah, definitely. He has Ryan Infinite at P4 at the moment, Toasting at P2, so he's going to pull those points even more. I'll let you take away lap 25 and I'll take the final lap as Ryan Adair is in the DRS, just popped out the DRS of Symphonic. This is going to go to the wire. Symphonic looked like he's struggling a little bit, and I'm going to get you to jump on board. If you want to jump on board if you want to jump on board land, let me know. But I'm going to let you take it away. We've got Zombie about to cross the line, lap 25. 1 lap to go of racing. Maz, take it away, and I'll take the final.
Yeah, Ricciardo has just got past his teammates a few corners ago. Gets past Angus now, so he's up into the top 5. We'll see what he can do now with clean air to try and set that fastest lap. And Ryder is now definitely within DRS now. Toast is not. So potentially a move to be done here for P3, which means that Lamb is only losing just a handful of points to his championship rival Toast. And it sounded like someone hit the wall. I'm not too sure what happened there. Everyone seems to be all right, no yellow flags right now, and Toast is actually quite dropping back quite drastically. And Zombie just putting in these final few laps that he needs to. He's got a whole bunch of ERS that he needs to try and hold on to it. Lamb is pushing, doesn't have the ERS advantage that Symphonic does. He's going to have DRS, so he's going to have only a handful of opportunities left unless he wants to try and get a little bit creative with an overtake, which he can get creative with in a few different spots around this track. So we'll see what he can do. Toast is just trying to gain any time back so he has a chance to try and fight this one back. But I think Zombie's looking in a quite good spot right now.
Ooh,
And
Lamb.
is Lamb even going to get it? Is Lamb even going to get the RSS track?
Yeah, I think he's got it. Carry on, I'll take the final. We continue.
All right, yeah, and there is potentially spots to be made behind for Sick Party as well. He's in the DRS of Aben, but those leaders are onto the final lap, and Lamb is in DRS, so you takes away for the lap, SJ.
Here we go. This is going to be a close one. We probably see that Zombie is in great position at the moment. Toast has fallen way back. We've seen a move go on there. Sick Party getting the job done on Aben into P7. Ricardo has gapped Angus as well by 4 seconds, so he's going to stay in that P5 and gain that extra point. He just smacks into the wall. Can Symphonic hold on here? This is going to be the question. It's literally 6.5 attempts. Lamb is on a lot fresher tyres, 1 lap fresher than Symphonic. Can he hold on? Is he going to go to a photo finish? He's doing the best he can. And look at this. I think Toast is actually helping Symphonic out here. He's actually dropped way off, so Symphonic can try and stay in the DRS of Toast as well. As you can see, look how close Symphonic and Toast are together. I do believe Toast is slowed right down to give the opportunity for Symphonic, because Lamb is on the back of his rear and he's so close, and you can see what's going on here. But Symphonic's lost 4 attempts to Toast. Lamb is all over the back of him. Can he get him for this P3? How much ERS has Symphonic got? How much ERS has Lamb got? Who's going to make the move? Looks like Zombie is going to take the win here. Toast has not dropped off again. He did drop off for a bit. Symphonic is holding on for everything. Lamb is ready to engage a move. He's just waiting for the right time. How much ERS have these guys got? Can he hold on? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Lamb initiates the move into P3. Symphonic's going to try and stay with him. He doesn't know if he's going to be able to do it. Symphonic is coming back at him. Symphonic is coming back at him. Symphonic is coming back at him. And he gets it. Wow, what a finish. 0.10 at the line. That is what you call a finish. I may have just woken up all the neighbours and my wife at the same time, but OMG, I've got to say, Maz, that was incredible. Ryanair went for the move, got the DRS, but then Symphonic stayed behind him with the slipstream and got him out the line for that P3. What a race that is from Symphonic and Ryanair. Forgot about the rest of the guys. I really do apologise. Angus and Sick Party so close. What an end. I've seen some epic finishes at the end of races, but what a finish that was. What a finish. Take a bow, son.
Absolutely, that is incredible to see, and that's the kind of unfortunate part about this track. The DRS detection zone is so close and so far down that straight where you can actually get moves done before you get there, and that's what happened with Symphonic, just playing it slightly smart, maybe lifting off a little bit to make sure that he got that DRS, and he did, and credit to him to keeping his foot in and just getting him on the line. And Sick Party and Angus were less than half a tenth off each other as well. So two moves getting done right on the line. What an incredible show that was.
Oh yeah! Wow, that was some epic racing at the end there. I do love sometimes taking the final lap because that's when it all happens. But there you go, Aston Martin doing a fantastic job, cleanest driver as well, going to sick party as well. Zombie taking the win there, fantastic job from him. Toast P2, Symphonic P3, then Ryan Adair, Ricardo, sick party, Angus Aben, RJ Kaz, Winter, Gods of Other Sons. We lost Karubi Mertz, Zach User, and Daniel Rocks. What a race. And Ricardo getting the fastest lap as well. Wow. We're going to have some interviews. I'm just trying to get my voice back. I'm going to have to get some water as well after that screaming and shouting. But yeah, what a finish. And first of all, before we do get on board with some interviews, Muzz, give me a bit of a summary of that race tonight.
Yeah, well, that had absolutely everything that you could be looking for. It had crashes, it had DNS, it had battles, it had battles for the lead, it had changes of position, it had everything that you could possibly want from a race to spice it up, to change it up, whatever you could possibly want. That was an incredible race right there.
Yeah, was absolutely incredible. I'm going to take away the first interview. We do have three of the guys in. We don't have Toast. I'm just see if Toast can jump in. If Toast can jump in, that would be really, really good. If he can jump in. I'm just going to see if he can jump in quickly. He may not be able to. If not, all good. Then we'll open it up if anyone else wants to jump in. Oh, yeah, you can jump in. Awesome. All right, I'll let you take it away with driver of the day. While I'm doing that, I'm going to grab a glass of water. So over to you, Muzz, for driver of the day to Ricardo.
All right. Machado, you had a pretty good race there, just going on the softs, getting those final few moves done at the end. Just give us your thoughts. What do you think of your race as a whole?
Absolute terrorism, but I managed to live.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of people. What a lot of people are thinking.
Especially with the no ghosting. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got involved in that car park in the first race with the Williams blocking the track. But lucky for you, we had that restart, and you're able to hold on to it and get the maximum position. I think for you was your plan to go onto the softs there at the end, or was that just kind of happened naturally?
Oh yeah, I didn't say entire day because I boxed so early. So yeah, my hearts were gonna pop. So I just went on to the softs.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, good race from you, and you got fastest lap and driver of the day as well. So good job. I'll give SJ a chance to ask any questions for you.
Yeah, Ricardo, obviously a little bit frustrated. Obviously, Baku is one of those tracks. You know, if you do make a mistake, then you get stuck in the car park. We saw in the red flag situation on the first race. There was a massive car park between you and the Williams, and then we saw some issues earlier on. But you decided to pit, get onto the softs, getting into the second race, and to be honest with you, a good finish from obviously where you were from the beginning, and also some big confidence boost for yourself, well, and for your teammate as well, Aben, finishing in good positions in this race.
Yeah. Yeah, it was all right for the team, but it could have been better if yeah, all those bad things didn't happen. But yeah, we move on.
Yeah, it is unfortunate because it is a track where, like I said, if you have an it situation or an error, it's really hard to try and come from them. So Canada next, a track where track limits is probably going to be the key, especially in that sector 1 down the grass area, and also the World Champions as well on quali. How are you feeling around Canada?
Yeah, it's all right. Not the biggest fan of it, but
No.
I'll make it work.
Well, once again, you do love driver of the day, and you've got quite a lot of them this season. and you get the fastest lap as well, so you get the extra point. So even though it wasn't the best of nights for you, you still finished the race and got good points. And yeah, that's the main thing. I know it's obviously not where you want to be, probably, and we know that you've got the pace. We've seen it in the last few weeks. The consistency is there, so hopefully you can bounce back and get into the position where you normally are in Canada.
Thank you.
No worries, mate. All right, Maz, over to Symphonic.
All right. Symphonic, just absolutely great race from you. Great job to hold on to it at the end there. Yeah, you trying to stay with those top two and just weren't able to do it. But yeah, managed to hold on to that podium. That was a great job there. Just give us your thoughts.
My thoughts are pretty bloody good, to be honest. Beat Lamb by 100 of a tenth. I mean, yeah, 100th of a second. So, he would have been a bit gutted to deal with that in the end. But oh man, it was an intense race. I was trying my best to catch the front two, and then I had Lamb on my tail trying to chase. He managed to catch up in the end, and I was just a lot of nerves in the last lap. Made a few mistakes. But yeah, pretty happy with the podium. Just trying to wind down from it all.
Yeah, absolutely. That would have been. It was definitely thrilling up here, and it definitely would have been thrilling where you were as well. What about some of that carnage at the start and in the first race? Did you?
Before the red flag, you mean?
Yeah.
So had a pretty good start. Coming into turn 2, Echo decided to dive, locked up, and was sideways on the track and just blocked the whole track, and wasn't really that good, but managed to get to P4 before the red flag, so good starting position. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Should be hoping for stuff like that, and you did a great job converting it to a podium as well. So
yeah, man.
another good job from me, and give you to SJ.
Cheers, bro.
Oh, Symphonic. I've had some fantastic nights in the comms box, and you've given my voice one tonight. Just take us through that last lap, because Lamb was hunting you down, and you knew he was hunting you down. He knew he was on fresher tyres. We saw you. You stayed with Toast and Zombie for quite a while, and then they just seemed to just dip. I think they just used each other in the DRS and just tried to pull away. And then you were basically on your own. Obviously, Kaz dropped dramatically. He lost that front right side, so that hurt him. And he went off into the runoff area as well, which was an issue. So it looked like it was going to be a fantastic night for VCAB for 2 nights in a row. And you were just staying in that P3 position, mate, just holding your own. And then all of a sudden, lap 26 happened. So take us through the last lap.
So I was trying to, just hold off Lamb for like those 10 laps. He managed to get DRS in the last lap, and I just needed to lock in. The last half of that race, I was just trying not to make any mistakes, keep it clean, and not kill myself in any of the corners. In the last lap, Lamb really just put the hammer down. I think I freaked out going through the castle section. Kind of lost the rear end a little bit, and he was right on my tail. And then coming to the last DRS zone, he just passed me before the DRS bloody line thing. He'll probably claim that I was playing DRS chicken, but I was battery flat 0 DRS, and managed to just get him on the line. So
we had no DRS.
Got my heart going.
So he had no DRS on you.
He had no DRS.
He
decided to pass before the line, so
that will hurt him.
And I was just hammered down, no battery.
Because we were thinking, like,
Yeah.
how are you going to pass him? Like, because I thought he might have had DRS. Obviously, I didn't look at that, so I might need to look that back. But it looked like, he would have passed you because he had so much better tyres. It looked like you struggled through the left and the right hander, and he got right beside you. And then all of a sudden, we start seeing you gain, and then we changed the camera angle, and then we were like, wow, Symphonic across the line. That's just epic, absolutely epic, and on a track which, like, give us a bit of a heads up on the track. Like, how difficult is Baku to race?
It's a difficult track, but I like it. I enjoy Baku's one of my favorite tracks. It's a pretty popular track. You just got to get the corners right, man. If you muck up on any of the corners, you either hit the wall or you just get a bad exit, and that just slows you right down. So
Definitely.
that was just the focus for tonight was just consistent, clean laps.
Yeah, well, you've definitely hurt Lamb. Obviously, Toast finishing in that P2 spot, and obviously Lamb finishing in P4, so some points that he's going to have to pull in. But what a great start to the week! You've got to be pretty stoked. Aidan has did a fantastic job last night. You tonight, I still always keep saying this. You are the underdogs in this overall battle or any battle going on. Like, how do you feel at the moment? The momentum, the VCAP going into this week?
Oh man, there's still a lot of rounds to go. We just gotta keep doing what we're doing, man. The team's going great. I think we've got the most reliable team. Everyone shows up, does their part, and just good morale in the garage. So,
well,
yeah,
nicely done. Just keep calm away from me tomorrow night, please.
He'll be in front, hopefully. I just wanted to shout out Kaz, man. Like we could have had a pretty good result tonight, other than the one podium, but a bit unfortunate for Kaz because he was in front, he was on pace, and me and him could have been up there. So, a bit unfortunate for him. But I just want to shout out to Zombie getting the win and Toast P2.
Yeah. Well, no, honestly, great drive. I'm sure you'll definitely want to watch that last lap back
Of
and
course.
hear the comms go off. Because that was a moment. That was the moment we won't. I may see that on TikTok from Lamb. He may not want to put that on there because he has finished in P4. So we'll have to wait and see if that does go on TikTok. But great.
You're gonna have to do it yourself.
Probably. Great ending too. An interesting night, obviously with the red flags, and but Baku has never been kind to us. We know that for a fact. So props to yourself, and good luck for the rest of your team for the remaining of the weeks.
Yep. Thank you very much. Cheers, Muzz. Cheers, boys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Symphonic.
No worries.
All right, Muzz, over to you for Toast P2.
All right, Toast. Good race from you. You get points on your championship rival Lamb. It finished in P4. You were challenging there for the win for quite a little bit. You just fell off? Just give us what happened there. Was it just pace? Was it the tires? What happened?
Well, like once Zombie got past me, he was pulling away a lot. So at the end, I was just managing my tires, trying to not get a puncture. But to be honest, I'm just concerned right now because Lam is gonna report me for pit lane entry, so that's gonna put me behind him. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still a good race though. You can't be complaining. With that, no more questions from me, so I'll just give you straight to SJ.
Oh, Toast. Obviously, an interesting night, long night. I can hear myself talking. Someone mute me.
Yeah, very long.
If someone could mute me in the background, that would be great because I can hear myself talking, which could be a bit put off. But no, Toast. What a night. A very interesting night in obviously Division 2. Obviously in the first race with the red flag, and obviously the second one, but you didn't let that get you by. Last week a little bit of an incident in Imola, which see you dropped a little bit further down, but this week, you kept there. Just ran out of steam at the end there with Zombie.
Yeah, definitely. So I knew Zombie is very quick. He was like I couldn't get him out of DRS, and I honestly thought that because like for 10 laps he wouldn't pass me, so I thought he didn't have the pace to pass me. But surprisingly, at the end, he pulled away so much. So I guess he was just smashing his tires.
Okay, okay. I'm not going to say too much because obviously you've been fantastic all season, and obviously some big points that you've got on your rival tonight of Lamb. It looks like it's a 2 horse race, but anything can happen. We see Zombie win all the next 5 races. He could cause a problem. We'll have to wait and see. How do you feel? 5 races to go. I think, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, yeah, 5 races to go. You think you can hold on for the championship in Division 2?
I think so. Yeah, as long as like luck is on my side, definitely.
Got any tracks coming up that are causing you a little bit of a worry?
Not sure, but I don't even know the next tracks coming up, so I'm not sure.
All right. Well, let's refresh your memory to see if you get a little bit worried. So we have Canada. How you in Canada?
Pretty good, I think.
Belgium.
Wait, I'm looking. Oh, Monaco, definitely. I'm worried about that.
No, I love that. Everyone's worried about
The
that.
rest is
It's at
fine.
night time as well, so put your lights on. So
Yeah,
Zandvoort and then Silverstone.
yeah, they're all good except for Monaco.
Okay, so Monaco, you're a little bit, how you going? Okay, all right. Well, that's good. That's a good input to have because that's probably every single person I'd say in Division 2 that's worried about Monaco. And obviously, you've got some good tracks, got a big opportunity in Belgium. Do you think that's where you need to capitalise massively at Belgium to try and, you know, solidify the championship?
Yeah, definitely. Because like 30 for a win, right? So big
Yeah,
points.
yeah, big point.
Hopefully, I'll get the win there.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, fantastic job as always. Look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Canada. And watch out for those track limits. It is a bugger for track limits. I know that for a fact. But it's
Yeah,
always
so
it's always been great for racing, especially the World Champions. We've seen 2 people go wide in that corner. A lot of places to overtake, but a lot of places to make mistakes. And if the weather is not sunny, it could cause a bit of a spanner. So no, but congratulations, mate. Well done. You've got through Baku without DNF, which is an accomplishment in itself because a lot of people don't. Unfortunately, they don't make it. It's one of these
yeah.
tracks where, if you hit the wall, it does bite you. So, no, well done. And all the best for the rest of your team for the week. And yeah, you've pulled in that gap now on Lamb, which I'm sure you'll have a little bit of breathing space going into Canada.
Well, we'll see what the verdicts say, but yeah.
Awesome. Good job, Toast.
Yeah.
I must. Over to our winner. Pending on penalties, I always have to say, because unless he's not involved in anything, which hopefully he's not, and hopefully he thinks he's not, I'll take it away for you for Zombie.
All right, Zombie, absolutely great job from you. We're just a little bit off the pace from what I expected from you anyway in qualifying, but yeah, you stuck with it. You were looking pretty racy there when it was just lamb and toast, and you were just trying to get a move done there, but you just got it done. Yeah, and then after you got past toast, you put your head down and you cleared off into the distance. What did you think?
Yeah. Not expected or unexpected, I reckon. I didn't think I'd have the pace, but I worked on my pace all week. A lot of race runs, a lot of quali runs. But yeah, I knew the front two were going to battle. They were DRS swapping towards the start of the race, so it was just my job to try and keep up with them. And yeah, I mean, we trying to get away from Symphonic obviously because I know he wasn't completely out of the picture as well. So, but yeah, I just worked with Toast. I don't know if he was working with me, but just wanted to get away from Symphonic and make it a 2 horse race.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned how you were just trying to stay with those top 2 at the start. Was that a difficult thing to do?
At the start of the race, yes. They just had that little bit of advantage of me. And I had pressure from Sick Party from behind, but then he eventually dropped off, and then it became Symphonic and Kaz. But I gradually started to catch up. I knew they were battling through the corners a little bit, so I just took that as a chance to try and catch up. And yeah, I didn't find it much of a problem, to be fair.
Yeah, and we saw you just trying to throw a little bit of a dummy and just try and force them into a mistake when you were behind them in that P3. Were you getting a little bit frustrated that you couldn't get by, or what? Were you just keeping your head down, getting locked in, and just waiting for your chance to arrive?
Just putting pressure on him, honestly. Yeah, those fake dummies. I wasn't actually gonna make the move. Like I know, I've had a lot of previous incidents. I just try to play the long game because I don't usually play the long game. But you know, it finally paid off, and yeah, I wasn't too stressed. I knew I had the straight line speed advantage of him, so I just wanted to try and get out in front. And obviously, I think I had that tire advantage as well. I did end the race on 84% tire wear. So, but no, yeah, I just had to try and run away. I knew I had better tires than him. He was struggling through the second sector as well, so I took that into an advantage.
All right. Well, good job from you. Good job staying calm at the front. I'll give you to SJ for his questions.
Thanks, Buzz. Zombie, what a night, mate. Obviously, a bit of drama tonight with the red flag and issues, and obviously, I think you were part of that issue. Unfortunately, you got disconnected, went from P3 to P11, and unfortunately, normally the AI normally stays on the same car. So obviously that wasn't fair. There was a few other issues as well, but we got the second race underway. Unfortunately for you guys not making it, but what a start! You know, nice little battle there between yourself, Lamb, and Toast earlier on, and you mentioned Symphonic coming into that. We then saw in the later stages that you guys decided to go a little bit longer. Lamb decided to go a little bit longer than everyone else and just pushed himself down into that P7 spot, got through. You were already in front, so the undercut worked a lot better. Going longer didn't work, but Lamb did try and push through, but obviously didn't make it. And your battle was with Toast, and you were with him for quite some time. And then was the plan to drop him from the DRS? Because we did see from a few areas that he drops you, and then a couple of laps later, you then dropped him. So was the plan to try and drop him as quick as possible?
At the start, no. I was just trying to manage the how do I say it? I mean tire wear at first, and just trying to manage the gap from behind. I don't want to battle Toast too much. We DRS swapped a couple times, and then as I saw, I think the last time I did overtake him, I gained a lot of them in the second sector. So I just decided, I'm gonna try and push this gap out as fast as I can. I did. He still just had DRS, and then the next lap he didn't. So, yeah. Like I said before, I was just trying to play the long game.
Well, it worked, and you did gap him, and we did see Toast slow down. And I don't know if that was trying to help Symphonic, with the DRS there, because obviously he is battling Lamb for that championship. And I know that we've not mentioned your name. You've had a bit of an interesting season, but you put in some fantastic performances. China, Baku. We can't obviously forget Bahrain. Bahrain was an epic show for us. Are you a Chinese whisperer? Do you think in the background? Are you one to watch out for? 5 races to go.
I hope these last 5 tracks I'm a very big fan of. Besides Canada, but the last 4 I am, all hope isn't lost for some very good points in the last 5 races.
Okay, another question for you before I ask you one more. Do you think you can cause a problem to Alpine for the overalls?
100%. That's my main focus at the moment. yeah, we're all working as a team for overalls as well. So yeah, I definitely want to challenge. Winter's focus is to try and beat Vettel. My focus is to try and beat Toast. So yeah, we did that today.
I love that. Straight to the point. We're going to see some team games in these next 5 races. No comment.
Div2, from what I know. No. But I think because
I don't know all your secrets because
I have a bit
Toast
more
is listening and
Twitter.
Lad's listening.
Yeah, I know. But look, all I'm saying is my focus is to beat Toast. His Winter's focus is to beat Vettel, and yeah, we did that, and that's our aim to do that for the rest of the season. And then even if one of us do reserve up for Div1, that's still our same goal. Yeah, but that's really all we're focusing at the moment.
Yeah, he completely moved away from that question, didn't he, Maz? I saw that. Very clever, Zombie. Honestly, it's good to let the fans and let the audience and let the people tuning in, know what's going on because it's going to be exciting. I've seen now getting around about this round 14, round 15. You're going to start to see team games from a lot of teams because they want to capitalise. They want to try and hold their positions. And when they come under threat and it starts to get quite close, you really start to see that coming into it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we are going to see these team games being played or you're just going to beat the rivalries, like you said, beat Vettel and obviously try and beat Toast as well, which you've done tonight. And you've done a fantastic job. Great race. No faults from start to finish. And obviously Canada next, is that a track that you're keen on? Obviously track limits are a bit of an issue there. But it obviously can have some fantastic racing.
I'm not a big fan, neither I'm good at it, but I said that for Baku, and same thing, just practice and get used to the track limits. But I like the set out of the track edge, just the very curvy corners on the exits. That's got to be worrying me, and obviously the Wall of Champions, mainly the track limits there. But no, just practice, and hope for the best because I did that for Baku, and yeah, it paid off.
Yep. Well, you're given that momentum as well, and as I said to you, jump back on the horse. Do you think you've jumped back on that horse? Do you think you've got that momentum now going forward?
Yes, 100%. I've had a very on and off season with results, and I think this is where I'm going to start really pushing it. Not pushing it, but just trying to stay consistent with those top 5, top 3 results. And yeah, I think getting the win today is very useful for my confidence boost as well.
Well, I'll take a shout out for getting you to get back on that horse. Even though it's not me, it's probably the Mercedes team in general. But no, you've had a very interesting season, and sometimes you just got to get back on the horse. And there's been probably a lot of complaints tonight about the track and that, and a bit of issues. But Baku is Baku. You're always going to have issues. It's a track that if you make mistakes, you hit the walls. You're going to have issues. So yeah, and obviously Monaco around the corner as well. So if you think you're gonna have issues here, wait until you get there because you're gonna be switched on 100% all the way through. You cannot switch off at Monaco. It's the worst track to switch off on. So yeah, well done, great job.
Yeah, thank you, SJ. Shout out to Brian, Sonny Bray as well for the engineering throughout the whole race, and yeah, thank you. Muzz, good job, Symphonic and Toast. I'll see you guys next week.
Cheers, Zombie.
Yep, thank you.
Good job, Zombie.
All right, Muzz.
Muzz.
What a night! What a night of racing. Bit of drama, bit of crashing, bit of whinging, bit of moaning, bit of questionable racing as well at the same time. It just brought everything tonight, didn't it? And obviously, it's not over. Obviously, Division 4, 5, and 3 still to go. Yeah. What a night! What a night of racing. Any remarks from you?
Not really. Just I was going to say that how unforgiving this track can be. Only was it 12 finishes today, but how good racing we can still have has had all those swaps for the lead and a fight all the way to the line. That's another good thing, that you can still fight all the way to the line on that final lap, and we'll see what happens over these next 3 divisions.
Yeah, definitely. It is a track. It's a track that obviously, as we've said so many times, we said at the beginning of the stream, obviously it's had big history with Rush, and it's not been nice to us. So that's done and dusted for Division 2. Just going to see if there's any shout outs to anyone tonight, just quickly before I wrap it up. Let's have a look very, very quickly just to see if there's any shout outs. Because I like to give shout outs to people that have jumped in. Let's have a look. 2 seconds. Yep, we do have a few shout outs. Brian, in the Aston Martin, as we know him, he followed us tonight. Thank you very much. We then got Milkma as well. Thank you very much for the follow. And to yourself, Maz, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate that. And love the support from everyone that does do subscribing. You want to remove those adverts, feel free to subscribe. It all goes for a good cause anyway. But thank you very much for tuning in as always. Maz, fantastic job on the comms, mate. Good luck tomorrow night. Hope you're behind me, not in front of me.
Yeah, good luck to you as well. It should be a much easier track for you on controller.
Oh, get the fish, get the fish hook out and try and reel me in. Thanks. I'm hopefully going to get PTSD from Imola. This is a difficult track. This is not an easy track. So no, all the best for tomorrow night. Thank you very much as well for jumping in. Comms, you did a great job.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully you don't see Incominade tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be behind me or in a wall or DNF. I don't want that on anyone, but hopefully we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens tomorrow night. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in as always for Division 2. What an epic finale finish between Symphonic and Lab. That will go down in history, I'm sure, for seasons and seasons and seasons to come. We've had some very, very close finishing as that probably could be if Lamb, I'm sure he's probably got onto photo editor and clipped it just to see how close it was between his front wing and that finishing line to Symphonic. So feel free, you probably see that image in the Div2 chat, so check it out, give it a good old reaction as well. What a finish. But congratulations to the Pro D winners as well tonight. Zombie taking the win, Toast finishing P2 and Symphonic finishing P3, and driver of the day to Ricardo for the umpteenth amount of time this season. There is more action still to come tomorrow night. You'll be joined by Nishka, and Slushy is back in the comms box. He was in the comms box for Imola with me, and he's now back in with Nishka. Should be joined by those two tomorrow night, where you're going to see more action. The question is Quicksilver going to be able to dominate, or the Alpine's going to cause more problems, or is it going to be another team? Maybe my teammate. We'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow is going to be a fantastic race. Will we have rain? Oh, Azerbaijan with rain is terrible and is very, very difficult. So we'll have to still wait and see. Thank you very much to everyone that tuned in as always, and to our sponsors as well. SimLab, SRC affiliate this season, and also Pagnian. And if you are needing a setup for Baku and you still haven't got one, then jump on board SRC, use the comments and use the link in the stream. And and if you are new to League Racing, then feel free to jump on board and get amongst it. We'll put you in the reserve program. We'll place you, and we'll place you in the correct division. And get amongst it. There's 5 races to go for Division 2. The question is, does Toast have it in him to get to the finale, or will it go to the line? As I will say, as I always do, and I'll give you a quote: Zombie took the win tonight. Toast didn't. Lamb didn't. Is Zombie the one to watch out for in the last 5? We'll find out in Canada. Good night.